2-0 Wolves after one period of play, and prior to tonight's game, Billy sat down with Wolves forward Nikita Pavlychev in our Village of Rosemont intermission interview. The Village of Rosemont, it's all here.
Thank you, Jason. Nikita, first of all, how about playing a team back to back to back and really 2.5 days? And not only just a team, the first place team, you guys have played well so far, but just talk about that experience playing the same team this weekend.
Yeah, I don't think you get that very often in the regular season. It's kind of a playoff mentality, and you're trying to get as many points as possible out of this. Right now we have an opportunity to snag 5 out of 6, so we're going to try and complete that.
Absolutely. I want to take you back now because this is a great story. You're from Yaroslavl, Russia. You played as kids with a pretty good player, drafted 7th overall by Philadelphia, now in Columbus, Ivan Provorov. Now, the story is he left at a young age to go to Wilkes-Barre Scranton. That's right. And you decided, I want to do the same thing. And you followed kind of in his footsteps. Okay. You're, 10 to 12 years of age?
Yeah.
How did that happen? How did that all transpire?
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't much time to think about. We kind of, the opportunity presented itself with Ivan opening the doors for us. And me and my family decided that it was the best for me as a hockey player, to go to a country where at the end of the day, NHL is the best, league in the world. That was always the goal. So with that, if we make that transition a little bit earlier, that will give me the best chance of both adjusting to North American hockey, learning English, learning the culture. So that was the decision.
So how did it work? Like the visas or whatever you needed to do to complete that, to come over from Russia to live here and play and go to school and live?
Yeah, well, sure. I definitely got pretty lucky with pretty smooth process. We went to North American, to a Catholic school back in Scranton. So it was great for me to both learn English and being able to pursue my passion for hockey at the same time. We had a lot of people back in Scranton that paved the way for us and did everything possible for us. If you don't mind, I know Manellos, yes. So I know they were going to be watching the game today. So I want to say hi to Mike and Tracy.
Absolutely.
And as well as the Naples family.
So you come across, obviously, too, it's not just learning the language, but the food is different. And schooling had to be kind of tough. And I'm sure they were pretty good guidance to help you out.
They were amazing. I always tell people, for a family who had 2 kids of their own, I was the golden child in the family. So,
spoiled.
Yes, definitely. So it was awesome.
It's a terrific story. You went on to play in the USHL for Des Moines in 3 years, then you went to Penn State for 4 years, had a great career in college. And amongst that time, in 2015, you were drafted. You were drafted by your favorite team, you said, as a youngster growing up and watching, the Pittsburgh Penguins. How cool was it then in 2015 to have that happen?
It was definitely pretty special. I mean, with the Pennsylvania connection, I spent my whole, first little half of the look at the child. First half of my, North American time in Pennsylvania between Penn State and Scranton. So everyone there breathes either Flyers or Pittsburgh. And with me being a Pittsburgh fan, it was very special.
Got to ask you about your size. We've touched on this often. There's so many guys now around 6'7", 6'8". What are you?
6'7".
6'7", okay.
Yeah.
Growth spurt. There was a time, I think around 14, that you had a burst of like 6 inches.
Yeah, something like that. Over one summer, I came back, and all of a sudden, it was tough. I was definitely took some time to get used to. It was tough to stay on my feet. The coordination wasn't quite there, but there I got to give the Penn State the most credit. Once I was able to go to my freshman year, I gained, I think, 15 pounds, and freshman 15, as they say, in one season, and that's where I felt comfortable the most ever since.
Your passion, obviously, is hockey. Any other sports, though, especially being a big guy?
No, if you're waiting for me to say basketball, it's not it. My dad played volleyball, so I always enjoy playing that with friends, but otherwise, I like sports you wouldn't think a tall person likes. I follow Formula One racing a lot.
Right.
I don't even think I would be able to ever fit in one of those cars, but that's I enjoy that, and then we play a lot of pickleball with my wife during off season.
Well, you stuck that in. I have that written down. Your dream is to drive a Formula One racing car, and I think it was something to do with Netflix. You were watching a show, and you thought, "Hey, that's pretty cool."
Yeah, I think. Well, I had a little bit of passion before the Netflix series even came out, but that show definitely gave a lot of more light onto the sport, and I think there's a lot more fans now in the United States compared to what it was even 5 years ago.
Sure. Quickly, 20 seconds here. You're the interpreter. It's so cool to have you. You speak so fluently in the English language. You got a couple of guys that have come over from Russia that do not speak very good English at all. How is that being able to help those two, of course, this year?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've had people that helped me when I first got here. Even Ivan at the time, he already spoke a little bit of English. Yeah, and spoke definitely a lot better than I did. So it just paying it back, paying it forward. I'm sure, hopefully those guys go on to have a very successful career in North America, and maybe one day they can do the same for younger guys that are gonna come in into their teams. We just try to help each other out. I know how difficult it is to come to a different country and not know any English. So, just trying to do whatever I can to make them a little more comfortable away from home.
That's Gleb Trikosov and Ruslan Hajev. Congrats on coming here and playing the way you have, and what a great life and career you've had so far. Best of luck.
Thank you, Bill.
We'll be back with more of the First Intermission after this.